Good evening, friends. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all having a great, what is it, Thursday now? It's Thursday. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. We are this close to the end of the week, and we are, I need it. I need the weekend. Oh, boy. Yeah. How's everybody else doing? I hope you're all having a great day.
Enchilada, enchilada, extra spicy salsa. Eat it in the kitchen, don't step in the lava.
Yeah, I thought there would be at least one person around here who liked that. I don't actually know, because I have both, but I don't remember where my other one is. It's probably in a bag out in the garage with a bunch of other stuff.
Liar!
For the Horlions.
Tell your wife, but after what you just said, I'm not even sure I want to be that anymore.
Horlions sounds like the nickname of the group that Kim was in high school. Anyway. Oh, Lord. I knew it was going to happen, though. I knew it. I'm typing one-handed. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we interrupting bath time again? Oh, Lord. So there was a lot of news between what did I walk... Kim being unhinged as usual. And then being upset that she has to type one-handed because she's probably bathing her children. Well, one of her children. Anyway, yeah. Happy Thursday, y'all. I hope everybody had a good one. There has been an abundance of news between Palia, Disney Dreamlight Valley. Actually, I think maybe those are the only two. Let's see. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let's pull up all of these. Just that way we can go through and talk about all of the things. Did they not put it on their freaking YouTube yet? Who is running things in this place? 2025 Showcase. Whispers of the Wind update. I don't know who's in charge over there, but like if you post it in your Discord, put it on your YouTube as well, because so yesterday we got the trailer for Disney Dreamlight Valley Hero's Journey update, which is the update that comes actually next week. That'll bring Hercules to the valley. It looks like it's also bringing Phil. And then we got a little bit of a sneak peek at the Star Path today as well, so we'll check that out. But first, we also got the Palia trailer update. I don't know if we got... so it looks like, yeah, we got a trailer. I don't think we got a big... like a big full-blown look at everything yet. Yeah, just the trailer. So yeah, we can go through and check out all of that. So let me, because I have not watched any of this yet. So this will be the first time that I've seen it. I don't know if it'll be the first time that some of the rest of you have seen it, but we'll check it out. Here we go, and do that. Turn off the chat box. You know, it has been quite... it's been quite the day. It's been quite the week. Because all of my stuff is all goofy now, too. And I don't think I bumped my camera at any point, but here we are. So, all right, let's check this out. And I don't think the music is actually playing. So please hold. Add an audio track. Imagine that. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. Technology is getting on my list today. Browser. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Welcome in, Epiphany. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're having a great day. Turn that up. Turn that down because it is exceptionally loud. And let me make sure that this is actually going to play the audio whenever I do it. Hi, Rudy. Alright, so the Bahari Bliss update comes out on June 2nd. What day of the week is that next week? That is next Tuesday. So Dreamlight Valley, anybody who's part of the Disney Dreamlight Valley / Palia crossover community is absolutely going to eat next week. Between this update on Tuesday the 2nd and then the Hercules update on Wednesday the 3rd, it's going to be a little bit crazy. So let's... it's a very brief look at just about everything, and they posted a little more detail in their Discord that we can walk through. But yeah, so the let's see, the frog guy is back, which I did not get in on that the first time because I think we were off doing something. But the frog guy is back, so that's kind of cool. And it looks like he's got a knife this time. I don't know if he had that last time. I'm interested in what this Crab Wars dynamic event is. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of similar to the blooming or the blossom events or whatever, or the other one out in Elderwood with the flowers and stuff like that. So, but curious to see that. Kind of cool to see that they're adding more dynamic events. I'm curious, again, how that'll work out, but we'll check it out. It sounds like it'll be really interesting, though. Yeah, crush a crustacean or frog invasion with Crab Wars, a new dynamic event with new rewards, decor, and the triumphant return of King Hoppington. So yeah, there are crabs everywhere. The Riff Rock Mount and Ranch animal. So that looks really cool. I think it looks like a hippogriff without wings, but hey, we'll see how it goes. The Riff Rocks in general are absolutely beautiful. So looking forward to that. More new mounts are always nice. New cosmetics. So I'm really curious about this one. K-pop fever has taken over Killama, with the Heart Drop Girls bringing enough style and swag for you to form your very own K-pop group. I'm sure that there's a some sort of reference to K-pop Demon Hunters here, but I just can't think of it at the moment. Gotta be Palian? I don't know. And then, of course, the Path of the Champion, because the World Cup, I think it's starting pretty soon. I don't know. I don't follow the football. But nice to see that they, that the cosmetics that are coming with it, the outfits, definitely resemble soccer uniforms, football uniforms, whatever you want to call it. Very simple. So I'm curious to see if those will be shop outfits, if those will be Path of the Champion Lunar Path, so presumably going in there. But yeah, the outfits look cool. A new landscape, the Misty Moorlands, which this could be problematic for me. New decor and new plushies. They're adding, where did I see it? With the Royal Cernuk, and we're finally getting the Jam plush. The Chum Bucket lure sounds really cool. I think that's the one that it looks like it. Let's see, a new group fishing lure for star quality catches and pondside fun. So I'm really excited about that. We like fishing in groups, and if this is a way that allows us to continue to do that, similar to like hunting and things like that, that's really cool. And I'm glad that they have made an effort to put that in there. So yeah, update comes on Tuesday. Let's see what else we got from their little kind of brief patch note overview. So we got the Crab Wars event, the Riff Rocks, K-pop Fever, new bulletin board bundle featuring rewards that bring the concert energy home. New discovery quests throughout the Royal Highlands, so really excited about that. More quests for the quest-driven person. Go for glory with the newest Lunar Path. Added over 100 premium outfits to the dye system. I love that. Like, I think that was kind of my biggest quote-unquote complaint about the dye system, was that it felt very limiting on what we actually could dye out of all of the incredible outfits that we have. So I love that they're adding additional outfits to that. They show your colors with the Pride Path and unlock bright new rewards while celebrating with Pride. I love that. Hopefully people can be behaved about that. New treasures arrive in the Echo store with fresh jukebox tunes, collectible nameplates, stylish bath decor, and more. Rudy, we're getting toilets. A new Starstone, the Chum Bucket, Crab Wars goes worldwide with the World Claw, a friendly competitive community event full of seaside rivalry. Okay. And then, yeah, new Royal Cernuk and Jam plush. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing all of that. They've put a lot of effort and energy to get this into us. Can I go to the spot in the video where it's showing the balcony with all the plushies and decor? Yes. Yes, I can, as soon as I remember where it's at. So, I'm curious what this is going to be. But then, yeah, we've got the... honestly, it looks like a Stitch plushie over here. And then presumably that's the... So it looks like it's two different colors of Royal Cernuk. I'm not sure. Like, it looks like it's like a trophy. But it's... Honestly, it looks like it's Jadium something. So I wonder if, because I'm trying to remember what else, because we've gotten, the wall fans are really pretty. Yeah, I was curious. So it's a wallpaper with placeable fans, it looks like. because over here they have the picture frames instead. So those are placeable because it's also very off-center with the heart handles, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, though. I'm really curious what this is, because it looks like a statue or a trophy or something like that. Like, maybe it's oh, you've mined X number of JDM or whatever. And so they're rewarding that, or maybe it's a craftable thing. I'm not sure. That flooring wallpaper, yeah, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if these are all new. Because we've got the sink. Yeah, you can definitely, there is absolutely a toilet here. And then the tub, this railing. Hi, Nyan Puggles, welcome in. We're over-evaluating the trailer. Plushies! Yeah. So definitely looking forward to the new plushies, even though so far I have only... So I got a plushie within the first couple of days, but of course it was one of the older plushies because I got it off of... I got it off of a Cernuk in the new zone, but it was still the old plushie. And then I have gotten one of the Jack Cat plushies. So I need to find a group and I need to go do some hunting is what needs to happen. But I'm working from home tomorrow, so maybe I will I'll go find Unleashed MDK and see what his group is up to while I'm working. We'll see about that. But yeah, so definitely new wall decor, definitely new wallpaper, canopy bed, the new sink, the new toilet, new chair. I'm not sure all of this is new, but yeah. So a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of really nice looking things coming in the update. And yeah, I'm glad that they're starting to give us a little bit more to be able to decorate and stuff with. So yeah, there is the Palier update. Now, let me pull this back over here. Let me pull not that one. I need that one so that I can go into the Disney Dreamlight Valley. Did it pull into my Discord yet? DDV. Okay. Okay. Delete and add. Let's see. How do I want to do this? If I do a display capture, can I do directly out of? Nope, don't. Don't rotate. And down, let me make sure that I have an audio track for that that is only giving that. Okay. Let me turn it down for you a little bit. Turn it down for me a little bit. And so this is the video from yesterday. That is just kind of the overall Hero's Journey announcement. So we'll check this one out, and then we'll do the Star Path one next.
Hey Valley Villagers, our next update, A Hero's Journey, is bringing with it 2 new heroic characters and an all-new realm to explore. So let's get into it. By stepping through the realm door, you'll arrive on a training island owned by the wise satyr Phil from Disney's Hercules. Although it appears to be darker.
Okay. I don't know if I'm hearing this incorrectly. I don't know if I am hearing this incorrectly, but that really does sound like they got Danny DeVito to come back and voice this character. I really hope that's the case because the man is amazing. The man is a national treasure, and if they manage to get him in this game, that would be a coup. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
This be the realm weavers work at hand? Join forces with Hercules from Disney's Hercules to reach the gods by any means necessary.
Honey, me mean Hercules.
Allowing you to traverse the forest, piece together the defaced mosaic, and restore Phil's training island back to its former glory. By displaying your heroic wits, you'll then be able to invite Hercules back to the valley. And with a little extra convincing, Phil will join soon after. After inviting this duo to join your valley, you'll be able to play as Hercules' gorgeous house and get access to both Hercules and Phil's individual friendship quests and rewards, such as discovering divine strength and earning yourself a new battle attire befitting a hero, and learning the ins and outs of coaching with Phil, unlocking you a charming woodland satyr outfit. While that's all for now, A Hero's Journey arrives on June 3rd, and we can't wait to share more about what's in store. So check back tomorrow for more details. See you in the valley.
So yeah, that one is on June 3rd. So I'm going to have to knock out a whole bunch of stuff in Paleo on Tuesday so that on Wednesday I can start knocking stuff out in Disney Dreamlight Valley. All right, so let's cruise back on this. Let's see. We're getting the slow-mo of Courtney here. While I look, so it looks like, so first, yeah, that absolutely does sound like either a very good Danny DeVito impersonator or actually Danny DeVito. Personally, I hope it's the actual version of him. But yeah, I love that we're getting Phil and Hercules. Like, it'll be nice to have, you know, extra male characters in there. I'm curious. So this is his realm, it looks like. The purple rock, the purple rock is really cool. I love the graffiti on the pillar over here. Yeah, so I almost wonder, like, if this is the starting off area and it's like Phil comes to the valley and says, hey, we got to rescue Hercules, whatever. And there's a crafting table in here. I hope we are able to get this crafting table for outside of the, for in our valley. I'm curious what the pillar is, if this is like a decorative thing that we're able to unlock. I'm curious about the mosaic here, because it seems like it's going to be similar to kind of the lore keeper stuff, where you have to do the puzzles, which wouldn't surprise me terribly, because that was a really interesting mechanic, really fun mechanic. Go in, and then, so very similar to like the puzzle area that we had with Hades and stuff like that too. So I hope there's some fun interactions there. And then Hercules comes in. Let's see, is there anything else we can get out of this shot? It doesn't look like it. So yeah, Hercules comes in, Phil comes in. The outfit that they have her in is really cute. I'm curious if that's going to be a Star Path thing or a questing, like in his biome thing or in his realm thing. And then I love all the kind of Greek architecture items that they have too. Hopefully we're able to get some of that. Excuse me. It really does look like it though, because it's like this looks like it's his house, and then there's a fountain over here that it presumably will be able to get, a gazebo over here, more building. I love that Phil's a trainer too, so I'm kind of hoping that we'll see him run into like Gaston and Maui. The outfit is cool. I'm glad to see that it's a little bit more masculine coded. Yeah, this is definitely a floating island, so all of this is presumably decor. Glad to see that they are giving us a little bit more of a masculine outfit with this too. Like, obviously it'll work out just fine for the ladies as well, but cool to have one. I'm glad that we're getting more sandals because I think I've only seen a couple of sets and none of them are very cute. I'm trying to spy on Goofy's stall back here, and if that's a version that we already have or if that's something that we haven't seen yet, because it looks like there's some blue over here. It may not be Goofy's stall, but it's somebody's stall, and there's some blue here, there's some green, so I'm curious what that is. And then the plate over here, I'm curious if that's a part of this fountain or if this is like a decor thing. We'll figure that out too. The satyr outfit is really cute. I have a feeling that's going to be Star Path. Yeah, I'm still curious about what's back in this corner too. I'm really curious where they shot this because there's steps back here too, going up to. Oh, this is somebody's forest, because those are the steps that go up to the Frosted Heights. So yeah, that is somebody's stall. I don't know if it's Goofy's or Kristoff's, but it's somebody's. And then, yeah, I think this is back in maybe Hercules' realm. Hercules. So there's that one. And then...
A Hero's Journey arrives on June 3rd, and we've got exciting news to share on what you can expect from this update's new Godly Glamour Star Path, Premium Shop, and upcoming events. And adorn your valley with new ancient furniture, creating an atmosphere fit for the gods. And of course, you must be sure to take a companion along on your quest, so Mightly suggests the new pink baby Pegasus. Arriving to the Premium Shop, this update is an all-new Hercules bundle featuring a new Athens-inspired building kit,
I love that.
and the ability to summon a fierce new ally with a new Switching from the world of gods to that of our princesses, also coming to the Premium Shop this update, welcoming the summer season is a new glittering dress dream style for Ariel and blossoming castle house skin, along with the matching building kit, allowing you to create the castle of your dreams. Jasmine's loyal companion Raja will also be arriving to the valley in a new companion bundle, bringing with him unique interactions with both Aladdin and Jasmine, a special photo mode pose, a baby tiger companion, and an exclusive set of friendship rewards.
There should be. Yeah, from what I can tell, it looks like it should be sending out audio for the video. You hear me, you don't hear video.
A Hero's Journey arrives on June 3rd, and we've got exciting news to share on what you can expect from this update's new Godly Glamour Star Path, Premium Shop, and upcoming events. And adorn your valley with new ancient furniture, creating an atmosphere fit for the gods. And of course, you must be sure to take a companion along on your quest, so
Okay.
Mightly suggests the new pink baby Pegasus.
Might have just turned it down too
Arriving to the
far.
Premium Shop, this update is an all-new Hercules bundle featuring a new Athens-inspired building kit, Herculean Villa house skin, and the ability to summon a fierce new ally with a new puppy companion. Switching from the world of gods to that of our princesses, also coming to the Premium Shop this update, welcoming the summer season is a new glittering dress dream style for Ariel and blossoming castle house skin, along with the matching building kit, allowing you to create the castle of your dreams. Jasmine's loyal companion Raja will also be arriving to the valley in a new companion bundle, bringing with him unique interactions with both Aladdin and Jasmine, a special photo mode pose, a baby tiger companion, and an exclusive set of friendship rewards.
Yeah, so
Well, we hope you're
typically...
excited because A Hero's Journey releases on June 3rd, and we can't wait for you to explore it.
I'm going to
Check
circle back
tomorrow
right
for more
now.
details on all the quality of life improvements coming in this update, and see you in the valley.
All right, so let me scroll back here. So since it's the free update for Hercules,
On what you can expect from this update's new Godly Glamour Star Path, Premium Shop, and upcoming events. And adorn your valley.
So typically the way that it works is the free character updates are all included as part of, like, you can get those with the base game, all of the Dreamlight duties and all the Star Path duties and stuff like that. All of that stuff is generally available for the base game because they know that not everybody wants to buy the DLCs. They just want the base game. So that's how they keep the base game players engaged as well. It'll be very similar to like the Pocahontas update and all that kind of stuff, which Hades is part of the Wish Blossom Ranch Storybook Vale update. But most, like, all of it should be doable as a part of the base game, not requiring paid DLC. Hopefully they already learned their lesson about locking that kind of stuff from with the Bambi Deer Bee thing.
With new ancient furniture, creating an atmosphere fit for the gods.
But yeah, so all of this stuff presumably should be available as part of the base game. But they could pull something on us. You never know for sure.
And of course, you must be sure to take a companion along on.
But yeah, so very cute outfit. I would be willing to bet that it wouldn't surprise me if this outfit is the one that comes with the Moonstone pack purchase. Just with how much detail and how like upgraded it is with the glowing and stuff like that. Either part of the Moonstone pack purchase or just general shop purchase.
Your quest, so might we suggest
And then the Pegasus pet is super cute.
the new pink baby Pegasus? Arriving to the premium shop, this update is an all-new Hercules bundle featuring a new Athens-inspired building kit.
I love the building kit. I'm really glad to see that they're getting the building kit.
Herculean Villa house skin, and the ability to...
And then I love that this is a house skin. I'm curious where this outfit is going to come from, if this is going to be in the shop, or I'm guessing it probably is. But again, nice to see a little bit more of a masculine outfit that is not just, hey, here's a suit. It's giving Lord Farquaad, yes. Yeah, so really, really glad to see that as well. And then, yes,
to summon a fierce new ally with
the Cerberus Heckhound pet is also really cute.
the new puppy companion. Switching from the world of gods to that of our princesses, also coming to the
Puppy.
premium shop this update, welcoming the summer season
I
is a new...
don't know if this outfit is new or if this is one that's already been in there. If it's new, I have a feeling it's going to be another potentially instant purchase for me. I love it. The black and gold combination, looks like butterflies on the back of the shoes here. Super cute. I'm curious about the horse. If this means that we're getting another, because I feel like I'm curious if we can already do this, like, because it looks like it's just a base kind of white horse. Yeah, it'll be Wish Blossom only. My question is whether it's like, if it's like a livery set specifically that's in the shop, or if it's like a horse in general that you have to purchase. I'm curious about that. And then Dream Style for Ariel, so that's cool. Glad to see that they've, put in for at least one character other than Mickey, Donald, Goofy.
dress.
But yeah, either way, presumably that's going to be Wish Blossom only.
Style for Ariel and Blossoming Castle house gift.
The house kit for her is really pretty. I like that it's a very understated, kind of subtle pink, you know, compared to like the dress here and all of that. I don't know that it's one that will be an immediate purchase for me, but it's definitely one that I would at least consider. And then I don't know if the fountains are new. I know the vertical ones we have, but the arcing ones, I don't know if those are new, but I really want those too.
Along with the matching building.
Actually, they might be new because the other ones are just flat against the floor. These, it look like they stick out a little bit. So I wonder if this is like a full kit or something like that.
Kit, allowing you to create the castle of your dreams. Jasmine's loyal companion Raja.
They cooked with this one. Like, this is... The outfit is super cute. Raja looks really good. And then the freaking cat. Friends that know Herm, how quickly is he going to buy this cat?
Will also be arriving to the
Because it looks just like the one that he has.
Interactions with both Aladdin and Jasmine, a special photo mode pose,
The photo mode pose is super cute for him too. I love that. Is this a new lamp? I don't know that I recall seeing this lamp anywhere before.
a baby tiger companion, and an
Yeah, the baby tiger companion is super cute.
exclusive set of friendship rewards. Well, we hope you're excited.
Yeah,
to
they
Heroes of
really
Gold
did
is
cook
much
with this
cheaper,
one.
And we can't wait for you to explore it. Check back tomorrow for more details on all the quality of life improvements coming in this update, and see you in the valley.
Really curious to hear about what the quality of life updates are going to be. I know that at one point, they had talked about, let's see, I delete that, I can, I had looked somewhere, now I'm going to look, was it in their Discord where they were starting to post stuff? Disney Dreamlight Valley, game news, spoiler chat. But anyway, I'm curious to see kind of what they do. Games. Curious to see how we obtain all of the really cool stuff. Really curious to see what the new like system updates and all that kind of stuff is.
Hey, who's got my hat?
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Give me that.
Thought I was going to be awake for a little longer, but I had to peel myself out of the chair and goobs room and just going to flop on my way. Good night, Jen. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great night. Get some good seeps. Okay. So first, let me turn the music down just a little bit because I don't know how it sounds to y'all, but it's just a smidge high for me. Okay. All right, so let's go first. I want to look at mounts. Mm-hmm. All right. So let me customize this because let's see. So for coat, I'm really curious to see, because the way that the mount stuff works is you can pick up different sets. Like all of these, I think the Spring Festival Bridal came from the where did it come from? Sir. Should have known, Kim. All of the bridal sets and stuff that we have so far came from either purchasing the DLC or just finding them in chests throughout the Wish Blossom DLC. So I have a feeling the horse that we saw in the trailer is one of the customizable ones from Wish Blossom Ranch. But the headgear and stuff like that we saw on it is probably stuff that will end up in the shop. Hopefully they'd make that a reasonable price. Because like I feel like it's not worth, like I could see that landing at like 1,500 moonstones, if that. Because there's nothing to it. It's purely cosmetic, which I know most things that they sell in the shop are. Whose horse is that? That's my horse, Kim. Of course, now I can make it look like Wim's horse. Yeah, so curious to see how that goes. Star horse, yep. Wim doesn't get horses yet. We will get you there. Okay. Yeah, we'll get you to the point where you have horses, though, Wim. You're not too far off, because I think you're making really good progress on leveling the characters and everything like that. I know you want to go through everything in order, though, so we'll get you there. Ooh, sweet blue chandelier. All right. So I am done with all of the Star Path stuff. I'm done with the routine stuff. I've claimed all the rewards. I've claimed all the vault rewards. Oh. Let me pick up some free moonstones. I'm going to put it about it. You're not on a beach. No. No. Okay. No. Closer. But yeah, mine can only get 900 and actually meets the theme exactly. It's... I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I did this. Closer. All right. I'm going to come back and do that later, because otherwise I'm going to lose it on these people. Yeah, the dream snaps are just... I haven't even put one in for the last couple of weeks. It's just not worth it. Like, I'll buy moonstones. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Okay, but we do have the treasure hunt event happening right now. I did collect 2 of the rewards last year. I mean, I get it. Like, there are some people who put in so much time and energy and effort and craft these beautiful, beautiful dream snaps. And it's the reward is not commensurate with the amount of effort that you put in. And yes, effort isn't the only thing that dictates how well the star paths do or how well the dream snaps do and stuff like that. But it's so frustrating for so many people to just sit there and just absolutely do nothing. Like, we saw a couple of them that it was like bland ass character selfies. And it's like, and honestly, I wonder if that's what it is. If, well, I don't know. It's so frustrating. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to any of it. But anyway, so yeah, I got the... I have not logged into Dreamlight Valley yet today, so... Well, until right now. So I should have... It's the same stuff as last year, Whim. So I got 2 of them last year. Because this is right around the time that I actually started playing last year, I think. And so I got 2 of the items. I did not get all 4. But so this is what the fishing spot looks like with the pink and gold. And I know that's got to be frustrating for a lot of people too, is like it's this literally the same event as last year. Yeah, get him, Max. Get him. There. So I still have the one from the other day. Pickaxe meets rock somewhere peaceful. So I need to go mining. So we'll do that. Because I picked this one up the other day and I meant to come back. I logged out and I was doing other stuff and I just never got a chance to come back in. A little bit closer. But yeah, so we'll do the mining really quick. Because it should be the peaceful meadow, unless I'm just absolutely crazy, which isn't out of the question. If you know, I would greatly appreciate it.
Where I'm from, the more it rains, the drier it gets.
Oh, it wasn't in the mining rocks. Okay. Well, that's a horse of a different color. Because I didn't even think about that. Also, way to screw up my path here. Friggin' night thorns. Or rocks, whichever one was there. I don't know. I think it was a rock. Bark, bark, bark. Okay. Let's find the rest of these stupid rocks. Oh wait, I got both of them already. All right, getting warmer. Break the ice somewhere frosted. Okay. I wonder what they could be talking about. Oh yeah, if you don't have the blue fox, get the blue fox. I think the blue fox is the one right now. I don't know. Food. Food. There. Good enough for now. Cats and rabbits. No, there's no music playing. That's... Oh, because I don't have any characters with me. That would probably do it. Let's see. I thought I saw somebody the other day who had posted... Let's see. Toy Story Realm. Can I? Am I able to look that up on here? Oh, we can actually let some songs finish playing. That's the thing that drives me so crazy about these events too, where it's like, oh, find the map. Okay, well, as soon as I figure it out, I should be able to go dig up what I'm looking for. But no, I have to finish the whole thing. Alright. Okay, this thing is a nightmare. I suppose fair's fair, and if I'm making everybody else do stuff in their Forest of Valor, I should do stuff in my Forest of Valor too. Okay, now I'm curious. While I'm thinking about it, voila. Somebody the other day had said that they were managing to actually pick up the orbs. I'm curious how they were doing that. Because they were picking up the memory orbs and like putting them in their storage. And I'm curious how they were making that happen. You missed. So yeah, while I'm working on cleaning all of this up, friends, just a reminder that entries for my Forest of Valor decorating contest do close tomorrow evening so that I can get everything planned for Saturday's stream. So if you are planning on entering, you do still have time. Just need either pictures, and at this point you can do more than 5 pictures. Basically just as many pictures as you would like of your decorated Forest of Valor or floating island, whichever you're able to decorate, because I know some people don't want to tear apart one or the other of those. And then yeah, just throw either pictures or a walkthrough video in the Discord, or post the pictures and then let me know that you would like for me to tour it on stream if you're not looking for like a specific pattern of weather or something like that to kind of make the vibe fit. Bump that a little bit earlier so that we get the nice daytime view. Make things a little bit easier to see. I actually think I'm going to leave the rest of this for the moment. Hi, Bree. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening. You're getting a candy necklace. Tasty. Love that chalk. Shovel. Shovel would be the operative tool here. I don't know how I managed to swap from my fishing pole to my fishing pole. I think I just hit the button to swap back to that too quickly. You can go over here for now. Because now I have a nice big wide open space to figure out what I want to do. Let's see, do I have a crafting table so that I don't have to keep running back and forth? Crafting, apply filters. Sure, we'll put down the pirate ship crafting station. And what do I have in terms of the pathing? I would like the where's the steak one? Oh, okay. I have 423 of that. I think that's hopefully sufficient. Bree, what you doing? What are you up to? How's the homework going? Didn't want to do that. Quitting homework for the day, dealing with tech things, finding today's 13th reason. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Tech things are not the bee's knees. Let's see. Yeah, that should be fine. All good in the hood. Yeah. Been enjoying some techie goodness with Whim stuff too, and it's kind of driving us both a little bit batty. She'll figure it out. Yep. All of those things are absolutely fixable. We can crash out together. I have face masks. I wish the pathing system was better in terms of being able to put it down. It's kind of buns. It just feels very regimented, very, you have to put it, like, you have to do it this specific way. Okay, so we'll go that way. kind of like that. Because then I can put a lamp. Do I go with the Ancients wooden lamppost, the Alpine? Ooh. Okay, cool. I can go farther in there. All right. Now I'm gonna clean this space up a little bit because I don't like that it's like kind of jank. Don't know that I'll be able to though, because it seems like that's kind of a hard cut right there. Yeah. Thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. We do have anonymous follows turned on, so if you want to pop in and say hello, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, if you just want to hang out and lurk, that's totally okay too. Either way, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, I'm excited to go to Orlando this summer, but I probably won't go to Disney World because I'm going to other parks too. Yeah. I mean, Orlando is really good for getting a lot of really fun amusement parks in there. So either way, I hope you have a ton of fun. I would love to be able to go visit Orlando because, like you said, there are a lot of parks there. And welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yes, Bree. Super nervous to fly because I haven't been on a plane in so long. Yeah, definitely can understand that. I love to fly. It's a lot of fun, but I definitely understand being nervous, not having flown in a while. When I went on a vacation last year that cut that back a little bit. Went on a vacation last year that required us to fly as well, and it was a lot of fun, but yeah, it was definitely a little bit nerve-wracking as well, just keeping everything organized. Is it ever bumpy when you're up in the air? There is a little bit of turbulence that can happen, yeah. Just with the different wind patterns and things like that. And but I know that it actually came up on my TikTok the other day. And I think all airline pilots for like the major airlines and things like that, they have to have a certain number of hours of training before they can even start as one of the pilots for a major airline. And it's a very high number, and they go through a lot of training, and they have a lot of safety procedures and stuff like that. And so I know that, you know, if I am flying, that there are very highly qualified people who are handling all of that for me. And so it definitely helps feel a little bit better. And then most of the time, honestly, I take a book, I take some, you know, I take a movie, I take some things like that. And welcome in, Catsper. And I try to not focus on it too much. Super nervous about the plane taking off, how fast it goes. Yeah, they have to go pretty fast, but you know, it's once they get up there, it definitely feels a little bit better. Catsper, how are you doing this evening? I hope you're having a great Thursday. Let's see, what do we want to do? So I think we'll do a couple of cottages. Landing, honestly, landing it's a couple of bumps, but once you're on the ground, it's very smooth. We are decorating today, yeah. So I have a decor contest actually happening for the Forest of Valor right now, where people can decorate either their Forest of Valor or their Forest of Valor floating island. And then they can post either pictures, a walkthrough video, or pictures, and then I can walk through their valleys on Saturday if they would like to show that off. And then we're going to let the community vote for which one they like the most, who they think did the best job of decorating. And I'm actually giving away cash money. Mom's going to give me medicine to make me less nervous. I go, understandable. It's taking medication to kind of help you relax through that whole process is a fairly normal thing. And thankfully it's not something that I've ever done, but I know that people absolutely do that to help, just because there is a lot of anxiety around it. And so being able to use that to help relax is a very good idea. Let's see. I feel like this one would be tucked back in the corner a little bit. Aviary house. Let's see, where is the entrance to this one? There we go. Not super nervous about my ears popping on the plane because drive through the mountains. Yeah. Yep, it's just like that. Okay, and then like the observatory. I feel like I want to put that one. This is sideways. Friend said the flight to Florida is super easy, quick, and it's not that long. Yeah, it's depending on where you're flying from. It can be very quick, and even if it, you know, if you find things to do while you're flying, it can also feel very quick. Like I said, that's why I do a lot of like books, and I'll sleep if I can, because it just makes the whole thing feel that much faster. And I really enjoy flying. Like I said, hadn't done it in a while since before we took our trip last year, but do really enjoy it. I like. Hoping to go to Los Angeles one day. I might have to take 2 planes for that. Yeah, having transfers definitely increases the stress level a little bit of traveling like that. Just making sure that everything gets to where it needs to be. But honestly, once you're... that's the door. Okay. But once you get through the stressful travel part, then you've got a wonderful vacation. Yes, Wim. I must sleep. Good night, Kim. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful sleep, get lots of good rest, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Don't forget to treat yourself. Yep, you know it. I didn't even talk about it. We got multiple packages in the mail today. Stuff for our anniversary and all that good stuff. Do I decorate Main Valley Forest for this week's stream? Snap making it inconsistent with photos, videos, comp, or wait and do it after comp, or purchase a new floating island? Personally, I would say get the floating island. But that's just me. I don't know what your Dreamlight stockpile looks like at the moment. I don't remember if you've said that you've picked up all of the characters and everything yet, or kind of what your situation is there. Yeah, that's a good point, Aaron. Next week's door will be a one in the castle, because it is that one in the cycle. I'm trying to remember if this one will be the 15K or if it'll be less. All right, I gotta work on Dreamlight as well. So yeah, just other than making sure that you have enough to open up Hercules, I would say buy the floating island. Goofed and bought a floating island last week down to 2K. Oh no. So typically if it's the presumably it's going to be a door in the castle. Let's see, doors, no. So presumably it's going to be a realm in the castle, and they recently changed the way that they did that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would anticipate, based off the math, if you've already opened every other door, Hercules' door will presumably cost 14,000 Dreamlight. If you've already opened up every other door. If you have not opened every other door, it'll be whatever. Because they, yeah, so the way that they, if I remember correctly, and Bree or somebody else who remembers more about this than I do can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe at one point, relatively recently, they updated the prices for the doors. So the first 3 doors, because the way that it worked previously was as you went up a level in the castle, the doors cost more as you progressed all the way back. So it was like the bottom row of doors was like 3,000, the next was like 5, and then 10, and then 15, or something like that. Recently, they did change it, so instead it is based per door. So WALL-E, Ratatouille, and Moana are all 3,000 each because they're kind of like required characters. And then from there, you're able to pick the order that you want to unlock the doors. And it gets progressively more expensive, an additional 1,000 Dreamlight per door. So if you unlock your first 3 and then say you want to skip straight to the Inside Out realm, it's 4,000. And then the next one is 5, 6, 7, etc. But if you've unlocked all of the others, then I believe that based off their, scaling, progressive pricing or whatever, Hercules will be 14,000. I was just checking Steam because I didn't have my PC when I started Dreamlight Valley. Was thinking to move over from my MacBook, but eek, $80 for only base and 2 of the expansions. I swear I paid less buying them when they came out, and those were the deluxe editions. Yeah, I don't remember how much that was. Also, Catspur, I'm compelled to ask. Well, no, if you bought the base game and if you had the expansions, then presumably you were playing the actual game and not the arcade version. I could be wrong, but it feels like less. Yeah. Because it is still a little bit pricey to get into the game, especially if you want the deluxe editions and all that kind of stuff. It feels like they were just on sale recently too. So unfortunately, I don't know that they will anytime soon. Don't go. Yeah, that's one thing that I wish Dreamlight Valley was a little more user-friendly on. Was the ability to play like cross-platform. And Monas was counting. Oh. Yeah. So it goes 5,000 and then it mysteriously skips 2 numbers and goes to 8,000. Yes, or 5,000 plus 1, and then 5,000 plus 2, and then 8,000. Anyway. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, I wish that it wasn't as expensive. Started on the arcade, then realized I could get more if I paid for it on Switch, then moved to MacBooks. I've already bought the game and expansions twice. I just didn't buy Wish Blossom on the Switch because I was only using it to enter redeem codes at that point. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I really wish that they were a little bit friendlier about how much it costs to get into the game. Like, why do I have to buy it on that many platforms? But I know that each of the stores wants their own cut, too. Like, it can be worth it, but sometimes it's just not. What a... Yeah. Yeah, when I started playing again about a year ago, I was actually playing on Xbox Game Pass on the PC because I didn't want to buy into it in case I decided that I didn't like it. And I already had Game Pass, and it was the base game was free on there. So then whenever I started to actually look more further into it, then I was like, okay. And as I was in the process of thinking about buying it, somebody else bought it for me. But yeah, it's expensive either way. Like, I intentionally have not bought it on the Switch just because it is so expensive. I would imagine that they'll go on sale again relatively soon. It would not surprise me at all. Let's see. Now I'm curious. Now I'm going to look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even on some of the websites that you can use to get games for a little bit cheaper, they're still expensive. It's just is not friendly pricing for this. Yeah. Hopefully they go on sale again pretty soon. Okay. What was I gonna do? I was gonna go talk to Scrooge and get more of those lamps. I still need to go back and fill in this area. I had a lot of trees and stuff out here, but I just decided that I wasn't 100% happy with how it looked. Let's see. Scrooge.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Well, we're about to get some excitement next week. I'd like to order or sell some items. Furniture. Lighting. Not the Moontide Glow. I'm looking for the ones that are similar to the Moontide Glow. The Artisan Firefly lamps. Oh yeah, Wim, if you want to come over for more pumpkins, just let me know and I can open up
The sun's shining all
my valley. Well, the other thing that I really wish, and so I got a, I was invited to participate in a survey. Probably won't tonight, trying to get a Dream Snap going. Do it, lady. So I got an email, and I was invited to participate in a, let me track down the actual message. Which email was that in? I was invited to take part in a, quote, multi-day remote study about Dreamlight Valley in June. And so I was like, and it's one of those things where it's like, oh, fill out our, questionnaire thing so we can see if, you are the type of person that we want to talk to about the game. And so I was like, all right, sure, why not? Let's see, I want here. That is not even. I'm not going to be able to make that even either. Oh, I know why. It's because this side is 3 wide, not 2. Yes, very much hate the pathing in this game. Okay. Now, let me start actually from over there. Excuse me. See, even when you let it do it itself, it's still not going to come out even. This is bonkers. Anyway, all right, I'm not going to worry about it. The objective is clear for what that is, though. All right. So let's do this. I do love, though, the ability to, like, copy and paste items instead of having to sit there and research through your bags for stuff every time. I don't like how this area is turning out. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to pull that up. Just going to nuke all of this. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then, if I go out this way, I always use this dang mulch pattern. I feel like that's still too wide there. Pull some of that out. It's a good pattern. Especially if you're in like the forest area or whatever. I think that's as good as that's going to get in that corner. That's just kind of a nightmare. How much do you charge for Dream Snaps? Asking for a friend. Agreed, we need more. Free in at least 5 games of Fort. Am I allowed to help her pay for that? Or do I just have to go play anyway? Get to play. Yeah, get to play. Of course you can help. Yay! I've really been enjoying playing Fortnite with everybody lately. I even had fun playing Fortnite with Glitch last night. As bizarre as that sounds. You know what? I am going to cheat this a little bit. Nope, it's not going to work out the way that I want it to. Whoa, 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 I wouldn't go that far. he's not here. It's not like he's gonna hear me say it. Hello, Amora. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. How are you? How's your day? Or your evening? Or your whatever time of day it may be for you. I hope it's going well. Playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley yourself. Love to hear it. We have a couple of Dreamlight Valley players around here. Are you working on anything in particular in Dreamlight Valley? Working on a Dream Snap or decorating or Star Pathin'? We got to get that done. This is... Yes, that was not the original intent when I got on. I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to get up to, but yeah, I decided to go ahead and decorate. Just finished Star Path. I am also not really a decorator. This is a complete spur of the moment. What can I get myself into with it? So I'm curious to see how this turns out, but very glad to hear that you finished the Star Path. That is fantastic. Yeah, welcome in, GG's, and just in time for them to come out with the new one. Really looking forward to the Hercules update next week as well. How about you? What do you think? First ever finished one. Congratulations. The first one is always the best one, regardless of which path it is. I hope you really enjoy all the decorations and stuff like that. Yeah, really looking forward to the Hercules update next week. Hi, Logan. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, where... Okay, so I am going to go ahead and throw down the toadstool circle. That feels like it would be appropriate right out here in front of kind of the witch's house. The fake wax dice. No, see, they're easy to mold into the shape that you want so that you always roll well. Your DM will never know. I'm glad they're also giving us Phil. Yeah, really excited about Phil. And I'm pretty sure they either got a very good impersonator or they actually got Danny DeVito back. So that's really cool. We play Pathfinder, which is a kind of an offshoot of D&D. And yeah, we play in a game. We have it's alternating games every week. But yeah, we play a lot of tabletop games. What on earth? All right, cool. Never played Pathfinder, but a D&D girly. You know what? We love it either way. What kind of characters do you like to play in DDV? Do you like melee? Do you like ranged? Definitely a spellcaster. Surprisingly, find it easier than melee. Okay. Noted. Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep an eye on those wax dice. Let's see. I'm not even sure what I'm looking for at the moment. Sorry, that was a little harder than I feel like I wanted to go. I'm usually down for the EDM, but if I'm trying to decorate, I need something a little bit calmer. Yeah, so at this point, I've played a swashbuckler, I've played an alchemist, I'm currently playing a cleric, and then I'm actually running our other game, so I don't get to play a character right now. And I've loved all of them. Always liked the thought of making a ranged warlock build, but never got a chance to make him play one. Oh, that does sound really cool, though. If I ever get off my duff and pull together a tabletop game for the community, I'll definitely let you know. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time with it. Let's see. Wood drying rafter. I love that I still have the 100 Moontide glow waves sitting in my storage here. While we're here, please. Also still technically new with some experience. I never got into the rules to quite understand it. Yeah, spellcasting is a little bit of a... It's tough to get started, it seems like, but once you kind of get a better grasp on the mechanics of it, it's very enjoyable. I haven't played a full spellcaster yet, but it's definitely on my list of stuff to do here pretty soon. My plan is to play some flavor of barbarian or like heavy melee in one of our games pretty soon, and then once we finish that, then I'm going to find another, probably try out something new, like some sort of actual spellcaster. Don't think I'm in... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I could... I love myself trying new characters, and when other people try new characters as well. Like, I have always been, and I will always be, a paladin at heart. Like, every character that I've ever played in World of Warcraft, most of my first characters when I'm learning a new game is whatever flavor of paladin they have available to them. But I love trying new stuff as well. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, everybody. I am terribly sorry about that. Let's see. Pond. What other ponds do I have? Teapot, Neverland. Reset that. Attractions? I don't have anything for that. Decor. In my builds, I kind of just make up for fun. I tend to multi-class. Yeah. And honestly, that's... Personally, I feel like that's such a better way to do it, is to go into it with the intent of having fun and see where the character goes. That's one of the things that I really like about Pathfinder, is they have the free archetype system. And so you get to build your character of the class that you want, but then you get to flavor it with another class. So it doesn't feel like you are absolutely hardcore locked into this character and only this character. And I love that they gave us the ability to do that. Okay, how big is this house's footprint? That's crazy. So I feel like that's kind of good. We're looking at the same house for the witch's cottage. Not anymore. I changed mine. Oh. Yeah, I do have the purple cottage out too. Over here. I'm not even decorating for anything at this point. I'm just throwing stuff down and seeing what happens. Great minds and all. Yeah. Also, potentially somewhat limited minds, but, you know, just based off how long we've both been playing the game and how infrequently I have done any actual decorating. No, that doesn't fit there. physically or decoratively. Sorry about those ads, friends. Thank you so much for sticking through them. I really appreciate it. How did I end up with 3 of these? Probably red chest. Yeah, that definitely would seem like it would be where they would come from. No, that's not really a good fit in here. So I feel like maybe the stained glass greenhouse over in this area. Made a Paladin Warlock build, but the rules of D&D 5. D5 is hard to do because of the whole patron thing, but I came up with Oathbreaker Paladin. Can't remember exactly what Warlock subclass, but I thought it would have been an interesting character to play. Yeah, so let's see. So for remastered. Okay, that's fine. See, now you got me looking. So if you were to build that in Pathfinder, the Paladin is actually called the Champion. Saved that to Google Drive. I'm Jack, the Pumpkin King. Sorry, everybody. Derail. Side quest. Let's see. Which... I really need to rename my monitors in here so that I can tell the difference between them. I also don't hear music. I think it's playing, it's just very quiet. not the right one. Okay, so whole idea behind it is the paladin was in some situation where his god doesn't answer, but something else does. So in a way, they were tricked into breaking their oath by following another patron. Okay. So if you were to do that in something like Pathfinder, your class would be champion, and then let's see, the free archetype. Character options, free archetype. Yeah, so in Pathfinder with a free archetype, that kicks in at level 2. So then you would select, depending on if you wanted to go with Paladin, who is kind of Oathbreaker. You would go with Champion at level 1. And then at level 2, your free archetype. Then you would pick your, basically your dedication, or no. Free archetype. So then you would go with, let's see, Trail, Duelist, Exemplar, Familiar Master. So then from there, you basically get to kind of pick your flavor of what you want to be. So if you wanted to go with Warlock, I'd probably say... Let's see. So probably it looks like the closest equivalent to a Warlock in Pathfinder is the Kineticist. Let's see, you could do Hell Knight. You could do Hellbreaker. So yeah, that's the nice thing about the free archetype system in Pathfinder is you can, if you can find kind of what you are looking for, you can, no, totally okay. Absolutely okay. I'm always happy to talk about Pathfinder tabletop games in general. But yeah, it's absolutely something that you can do. You just look for the archetype style that you would prefer, so like the flavor of Warlock, and you can absolutely make that work. Apparently I do have that bed. Okay.
Greetings, neighbor.
I was like, who has a cell phone in Dreamlight Valley? Of course it's Daisy.
Don't be a stranger. Goodbye.
Yes, I would like to buy more Sycamore. Yo, leave my girl Daisy alone. She's working hard. Yeah, she's working my last nerve is what she's working. Let's see. We've got the wind. That's fine. Greenhouse. That's what I was here for. Greenhouse.
Remember, time is money.
Yeah, great. Okay, Scrooge. Let's be real. That's not that hard. Hey. That's not fair. It may be true, but it's not fair. Move a little bit further. Oh, okay. So, now, wait a second then. What is the purpose of having the frame if I can't put the wall inside the frame? Okay. It helps if you face it the right direction, apparently. Okay, so what else do I want to do? So I feel like I want to put more... I wish they would make it easier to pull flowers and stuff out of your inventory while you're decorating. You know what I still haven't done that I desperately need to do is finish cleaning this stuff up. Because I know there's at least a few things that are still in the wrong spots. Alright, So flowers are there, so I'll circle back on those. By the way, if anybody does still need eggs from the springtime event, please let me know. I have plenty if you have stuff you did not finish. Just downloading all my stuff. Don't mind me. Oh, I can put that back with my... Max, bro, please. Should I say? Oh, I'll just put it in here for now. Okay, and then flowers were back here. This will go with those. Hi, Mrs. Bone Daddy. Welcome in. Salty snack cup. That's interesting. Hi. How's my favoriteest daughter? Come on. It honestly was a pretty good day. I feel like work went as well as work could have gone. Had a lot of meetings and a lot of things that I needed to deal with that could potentially have been very unpleasant, but they all went really well. My ADHD medication was really doing a lot of heavy lifting today because I was locked in and I was knocking stuff out left and right. It was honestly like not a I should not sandbag. It was a good day. I had a really good day. Drop. 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 Actually, I should just do this. Because once they're down, then I can move them. And Boney, if it's easier, it looks like I will have plenty of time to do actual tours on Saturday. So if it's easier, if you just throw something in that channel that just says, you know, kind of what your availability is, I can just plan on coming and doing a tour on stream if that's easier and if you would prefer that. The pictures was more of a, you know, if you don't have time, if you won't be available, what have you. But yeah, if it's more convenient for me to just come by, I can absolutely do that too. And also depending on how many people we had that were planning on participating. All right. Now the fun part, trying to put these out in a way that feels somewhat... and that's totally okay. Like I said, the original intent behind the pictures was just if we were going to have a lot of people and not everybody was going to have time or whatever, or so that people could kind of see everything in advance. But it's looking like we'll have plenty of time. So we can just make arrangements. I bet it's going to look so good. I have actively avoided looking at whims so that I can actually like see it for the first time with everybody on stream on Saturday. But I know how many incredibly talented people we have in the community, and giving everybody a chance to kind of show that off, like outside of the normal kind of constraints of the dream snaps, and giving people actual incentive to dig in and kind of do their best work is, I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. All right, now trees, sycamore, apply filters, all. So I want to keep the tree kind of away from funny. I believe I have that set for, it should be in the Discord, but I think I said 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I think that's 6 p.m. Yeah, thank you, Em. Just had to make sure. Yeah. Nope, that absolutely makes sense. Time zones will forever confuse me. Yes. Yeah, it's... They're super fun to deal with. And then, so Wim and I actually live in Arizona, who does not deal with time zones. But that also means that when everybody else is switching, we also have to redo our math to say, okay, they were 2 hours ahead of us, now they're 3 hours ahead of us, or vice versa. Like, it's crazy. My grandparents used to live in Arizona. I was forgetting if they were on the same time or an hour and ahead, and that's only an hour difference. Yes. Yeah, we have family in California, and so that's always the math that we do during the year too. Is okay. Am I about to call my parents at 6 o'clock in the morning or? Yeah. I feel like the flowers were kind of an unnecessary option here. So I feel like I'm doing a lot with the flower bushes. I mean, it's fine, it works, but... I feel like I want some trees, like... Because it's up on the roof, so I think putting one tree over here will not be a deal breaker. I want to keep it focused around the front of the house. Trees. Tropical swamp. Yeah, so Wim and I even are still relatively new to Pathfinder, but we absolutely love it. It's the adaptability of the system feels really good. And, you know, it's at its core, it is still very much D&D. You know, it's built off of, I think either 3rd or 3.5 edition D&D. So you can definitely feel the core of D&D still in there, but they've really taken it and run with it. But yeah, it absolutely, you're right. It absolutely makes sense to have those, like, they're not all going to be good. And you can kind of flavor your good or your evil. Okay. All right. I feel like I need a couple of benches, and I think that'll do it. Oh, my horse is just standing there.
Remember, time is money. Thank you kindly.
Are those crafted? Furniture all. Looks like they might be. Oh, for sure, but to have classes that are inherently good in D&D like Paladins and Clerics have a broad subclass list mix. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so let's do that again. Don't want to put that one there. Because if that's going to be a picnic spot, I don't want to have it like, oh, let me sit directly in front of you while you're trying to have a picnic. One there. Put one here. Okay. I think maybe one more bench there. I'll kind of fill in that space. Put another one on this side. Okay, cool. I think I'm done. I think I'm happy with it. Is it going to be a nightmare to maintain? Yes. Yeah, I think I will go grab a couple of more sycamore trees really quick. I've got the gold for it. I might as well.
Love what you've done with the place.
Greetings, neighbor.
Furniture. Sycamore.
Thank you kindly.
Hi, Hermie.
Miko would love to play with the animals here.
I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome in. I don't know if you'd care for this game. Let's see. Just finished cleaning up. I love it. I am just playing around, throwing down some decorations. Let's see. They're officially starting construction on the elevator for my granddad. Herm, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad that you all are able to make that happen, and that it'll make, hopefully it just makes life so much easier for all of you. I'm very glad to hear that. Good night, Aaron. Thank you for hanging out. We'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. All right. I think I'm happy with that. Like, I'm good that there's still, you come in and there's still that little bit of open space next to the observatory. I need to put my birds. Bird. Because, of course, they have to go by the aviary. And then, what other decorative bugs are there? I want my bird. Yeah, we'll get you the bird. My bird. Such a good movie. It's so funny that that was Mickey Rourke. All right. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. I am so not a decorator until my brain decides that it wants to cooperate. Thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. We do have anonymous follows turned on, so if you want to continue to lurk and just hang out, that's totally okay. If you want to pop into the chat and say hello, feel free to do that as well. Either way, thank you so much. I think the only other thing is, and it's not a terribly big concern, is just putting more stuff in the greenhouse here. Pull that back from the path a little bit. Do the same here. Oh, it's still present, but not directly over the path. Those are offset a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. Change that so that it's over here. I was distracted. Yep, Herm is here. Oh, actually, while Herm is here, that just reminded me. Let's see. Turn that music down just a little bit. Herm, I don't know if you've seen the update video. Probably not. And if not, that's totally okay. I feel like you, sir, are being personally and directly attacked in the release that's coming out next week by something that'll be in the shop. Let's see, where is... Tell me, I need somebody to tell me that cub is not Herm coded. I couldn't even finish the sentence. As soon as I saw that the first time, I was like, that looks like Herm's emotes. It's even got the lick going on. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, stop. That's the cutest baby I've ever seen. Yes. Oh, Mrs. Bone Daddy, they cooked with the stuff that's coming to the shop. Because we've got Raja coming. We've got the kitten. We've got the clothing that goes with it. This outfit is going to be almost an immediate purchase. I believe we can. I can go look. But then there's also this other one. Cerberus, the heck hound. They cooked with this one. Okay, I need Cerberus, yeah. Ooh, companions, probably not from that menu. Collection, companions. I guess I gotta get back to doing dream snaps. Let's see. Details. So the notable companions, I don't think so. Actually, I thought we could at one point, but maybe not. Let's see, companions. Oh yeah, Catsburn. There's a Fennec Fox as well that came out a couple of weeks ago. So there's the Bambi. I might have to come back for that bookshop house. I feel like there was another pet this week. Oh yeah, the Fennec Fox is actually in this week in the shop. Not to completely ruin your day here or anything. Then Percy is in as well. The infamous Catspur, I believe, because Wim has the DLC, but she hasn't unlocked it yet. So I don't know how that works. Because I think she said that she was actually able to use it earlier today. Oh, you don't have Wish Blossom. I thought that was in the pack that... So you yeah, I know you haven't unlocked it yet, but I thought that you had it. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think that they may have reversed course on it only being available for people who have Wish Blossom. Let me think. Okay, so there is... okay, so it does look like that was fixed, actually. Okay, Steam says you can buy it, so you don't think you have it. So in the Disney Dreamlight Valley Discord, they actually have Trello updates where they're tracking all of their stuff. And there is a specific thing that calls out Bambi Companion availability for non-expansion owners moved from actively working on a fix to issue fixed. So just because it's tagged as Wish Blossom, because... Oh, yeah, they took off the tag. So you are able to get Bambi even if you don't have Wish Blossom right now. Because you're right, Catsper, that was... If they had stuck with that, that would have been absolute trash. All right, friends. I do think that it is about time for me to be wrapping up. But thank you, everybody, so very much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. We went over the Palia video. We went over the Disney Dreamlight Valley video. We decorated for 2 hours. I miss Herm already. But thank you all so much for being here. The stream wouldn't happen if y'all weren't here. So, let's see who is doing what. I think we'll go check out let's go see if we can find a new to us person that we have not run into before. Yeah, I'm going to go, I'll put us in the raid out screen, in the goodbye screen. I'm going to go track down a target for us, and we'll go head over there. We'll pop in and we'll say hello. Stick around for a few minutes, see if you like the vibe. If you don't, that's totally okay. If you do, if nothing else, just remember follows are a free way to support a channel if you decide that you like where we're at. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Wim will be, as far as I know, let me double check. Before we run away. Schedule and updates. Wim will be live. No. Yes, Wim and I traded. So I believe Wim will be live tomorrow evening. Not entirely sure what she's going to be up to. Might be Palea, might be Dreamlight Valley, might be a brick building. Who knows? But we'll keep everybody updated in the Discord. And then, yeah, thank you all so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Get lots of good sleep, eat, drink, take your meds, pet your kids, pet your pets, pet your husband or your partners. And we'll talk to everybody tomorrow. Otherwise, we will talk to you this weekend. And don't forget, if you are planning on entering the Decor Competition Challenge for the Forest of Valor, entries close tomorrow evening so that I can get a schedule put together. And then we'll be doing tours and looking at pictures and things like that on Saturday. And then Saturday night, we are doing a community night in the Discord. We'll be playing Mario Kart 8. So if you have it on the Nintendo Switch 1 or the Nintendo Switch 2, we'll be playing the version that the Mario Kart that was for the Nintendo Switch 8. Come on by, hang out. We'll be in the Discord. It won't be on stream, so we can jump in the call. We can chat. We can trash talk. We can do all that fun stuff. And then we'll go from there. Thank you very much again, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you next time.